wala nang intro-intro. So, may nakita man ako panibagong video sa YouTube channel na si Mindseed TV. So, ano pa hinihintay natin? Panoorin na natin to. Hindi na natin to pinapatagal.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Casey and this is Mindseed TV. As you know, I love all things paranormal, ghost videos, anything spooky caught on camera. I like to check it out, and I know you do too. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at some of the most creepy ghost footage uploaded by TikTok users that has gone viral on the internet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and let's jump into today's video. In this first clip, a man explores an abandoned building when all of a sudden he begins to experience some very strange encounters. As he is filming down a dark hallway, he hears a door handle jiggle right beside him. Startled by the noise, he begins moving through the halls when he suddenly hears the horrifying sound of a woman crying.
Oh!
Wait.
Ayun o.
Hada, ya Allah, ya Allah.
Biglang silip eh.
But nothing could prepare him for what he was about to encounter next. He slowly creeps down the hallway saying prayers to Allah.
Astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
When all of a sudden he sees this. A woman that appears to be crying in the darkness all alone.
Damn! Takbo ka na! Diba?
As he slowly approaches the door, you can see a woman with her back turned towards him. When she looks back at him, she bends her neck as if it were broken with a horrific smile on her face. What he captured can only be described as a demon staring back at him. Startled and scared for his life, the man quickly exits the hospital. What would you do if you saw a woman like this looking back at you from the darkness in an abandoned building? In this next video, a man named Corey has been witnessing all sorts of strange paranormal activity coming from within his home. One day, he captures a series of strange events that had the internet buzzing. A light begins to flicker in his bathroom and a sink is turning on and off on its own. As he films checking the bathroom, he begins to walk away and suddenly the door closes behind him. He quickly exits the house and waits for his friends to arrive. While staying outside for an hour, he decides to go back in once more and check what is actually going on. He notices the kitchen is in disarray from the last time he was in the house, and decides to exit once more. After his friends arrive and they check every room in the house, he suddenly realizes he captured something unexplainable and downright chilling while he was inside the home. Strange demonic face peeking down from above a doorway, almost as if it were hanging upside down. This video actually circulated so much that it made it to a television interview, and this is what he had to say about the events.
It scared me. My heart just dropped. I could feel my face, all the blood. It just looked like somebody watching.
So what do you think? Time to move, or stay and try to capture more? In this TikTok video uploaded by Mr. Tone Paranormal, a boy is constantly being harassed by something dark and sinister. In this first clip, while he is playing with his baby sister, a roller chair slides across the room and you can tell by his reaction that he is genuinely horrified. first, he doesn't know whether to grab his baby sister, but he runs out of the room by himself, screaming for his mother. The mother quickly runs into the room, grabbing the baby in her arms and swatting at the air with an umbrella, screaming to leave their family alone, as if she knows there's something present. Another instance with the same family, the boy and his mother are playing a game when something terrifying happens. The game slides off of the table on its own and the boy begins to panic.
Hindi mo
The mother tries to ensure him that there is nothing there and he is panicking for no reason.
Lakas naman nun. Ay, may nakita pala yung
But he
bata.
continues pointing at the corner of the room as if he sees something.
Hoy!
The mother continues telling him that there is nothing there, but when she throws a blanket in that direction, she is caught off guard when it lands on something invisible.
Creep.
Whatever the blanket landed on continued to move on its own.
Pag mangyari kaya sa inyo to,
In this instance, the mother comes in the room telling the boy to hurry up and get off his game because he has school in the morning. When she exits the room, the boy continues playing, but a black dark figure appears to stand up out of nowhere in the room, caught in the reflection of the window.
nakatago lang eh, no?
Once the boy realizes he is not in the room alone, he panics and screams and exits the room quickly. So what do you think is happening here? Is there a strange entity harassing this family? Or do you think that it's targeting the boy, as he seems to be the main one, witnessing most of these events? In this next clip, a group of friends were live streaming when suddenly something strange happens in the background of Chris's camera.
Good off of those people. Was that a ghost?
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Watch the bottom screen closely. A dark shadowy figure can be seen running behind him. His friends happen to see it during the live stream and begin to freak out. You can hear it in their voices that they had a hard time believing what they just saw.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this.
If we slow down the footage and look at the clip carefully, what appears to be a full-bodied apparition can be seen passing across the room. The way that it moves doesn't seem likely to be a shadow being cast as it stays behind Chris the entire time. Also, Chris turns around as if he felt something behind him when this strange event occurred. So what do you think this was? A real ghost caught on camera? Or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. In this next clip, uploaded by TikTok user ThatLand4, a man has been capturing strange paranormal events happening within his home. One night, as he is walking upstairs to his bedroom, he captures something very unsettling.
Demon para may
If you watch closely, a strange humanoid shadow can be seen following him up the stairs.
Oh,
It almost appears to be an animal of some sort, but its legs are almost spider-like. The fact that whatever this is was following him around the house is horrifying, but then this happens. A downstairs door opens slowly on its own and an ominous figure can be seen looking inside, leaving me to believe he may have more than one unwelcome visitor. What would you do if you were capturing shadow figures and apparitions like this in your home? Would you stay and continue to film the events like this man did, or would you find somewhere else to reside altogether? In this TikTok, uploaded by Phantom Freak Official, a man has been documenting strange activity that has been happening in his house. He claims it happens so often that it has become a regular occurrence for him. As he is preparing for work one morning, the basement door opens up on its own. He tells whatever is present, "I don't have time for this today," and closes the door.
Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop.
He puts the phone down, aimed towards the basement, and whatever it is, continues tampering with the door. Every time he closes the door, it slowly ends up opening again on its own. Even the dog begins growling and barking as it can sense some sort of strange presence coming from within the doorway.
Guro.
I asked you, you gotta go.
But what he captures next is something unbelievable. A dark figure appears in the basement stairwell, almost tiptoeing up the stairs. As he approaches the stairwell, it runs back down into the darkness. But looking at the footage, such an odd figure can be seen so clearly in this shot. It almost appears to be a child creeping up, as if it were playing with the man. What do you think this could be? If you're enjoying today's video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification so that you get notified every time a new scary video like this drops in the future. Many say that animals can sometimes see things beyond what humans can when it comes to the paranormal world. In this next short video clip, a small dog is acting strange looking towards the front door of this apartment. The owner begins filming as the dog is barking and looking down the hallway at nothing. In the beginning of this clip, you can see that there is no one near the entrance or anywhere close to the dog. But as the dog quickly starts to back away, a very strange shadow can be seen reaching out trying to touch the dog. It reacts immediately, jumping back away from the shadow and continues looking in that direction. What do you think this was? I've watched this clip back several times, and the reaction of the dog combined with the fact that no one is in that direction makes it very hard to explain where the shadow came from. Was this something reaching out from the other side? Or do you think there's an explanation behind this? This next video clip has gone viral on TikTok, with several users re-uploading and commenting on what actually happened here.
Leave. Stop.
A man hears a strange pounding sound coming from his kitchen, and when he approaches, two small hands, which appear to be from a young child, can be seen slapping and banging the glass on his sliding door.
What are you? Stop.
As he approaches the door, only two pale hands can be seen. When he turns the backyard lights off, the pounding can still be heard, but the hands suddenly disappear. When he opens the sliding door, it mysteriously stops. Even the dog runs outside barking and growling, as if the dog knew something was off. When he returns inside and closes the door, he begins to walk away and the pounding suddenly starts up again.
Oh, hell.
This is not the only video that has gone viral featuring such a strange event. Another user captures a small hand of a child banging on a window from inside of his apartment. A child can be heard laughing while slapping on the glass window. As he turns the corner to enter the apartment, oddly there is no one inside. He even lifts the blinds to look behind it and show that there is no one else in the apartment besides him. What do you think was happening? Was this something paranormal or maybe just a camera trick? Either way, the thought of a small child banging your window at night and suddenly vanishing is horrifying to think about. In this next clip, uploaded by TikTok user Beastly Pumpkin, a man begins filming when he senses a strange presence within his home. His dog is downstairs barking as if something were in the house with them, and he films from upstairs looking down in the living room. As he pans the camera around, he notices something that sends him into a panic.
That? What the was that?
A strange pale figure can be seen looking around the doorway at him from his bedroom. Judging by his reaction, he sounds genuinely scared.
What the?
On first thought, maybe this could have been a dresser or something from within the room. But when he looks back at the same doorway, whatever it was is suddenly gone.
Bro, what was that?
While slowing the footage down and zooming in, it almost appears to be a pale head looking from around the corner. What do you think this was? Could this be a demonic presence, a ghost caught on film, or do you think it's something more explainable?
That?
In this next video, titled, "I Saw This Happening in the Hospital Bed Beside Me," a man is laying in a hospice bed nearing his last breaths, and a woman can be seen crouching down beside him. Whether this is considered paranormal or not, I will leave for you to decide, but nonetheless, the way this woman is acting, many people in the comments believe that she was possessed by something evil. She begins laughing and screaming, almost as if celebrating this man's passing. But if you listen closely, her voice sounds as if many voices are speaking at the same time. I can only imagine the terror of witnessing something like this up close and in person. Imagine if you were in a hospital bed and a woman was behaving in such a way beside your bed while you're taking your last breaths. So what do you think? Is she possessed by something evil, or do you think she is just out of her mind? This next video went viral on TikTok, but it's much more disturbing than the rest. For a long time, there have been negative stigmas attached to churches involving priests and young children. During this mass, a priest is leading the church in song and prayer in Spanish when suddenly a chilling scream can be heard coming from within the church.
El Señor esté con ustedes.
On that day, which had a lot of people concerned. Some people say this was the voice of a demon or an uneasy spirit screaming from the other side.
El Señor esté con ustedes.
But many people in the comments section had different opinions. Some people claim that this priest knew exactly what that was, and that's the reason that mass ended so early. The
El
voice can be
Señor
heard
esté
saying,
con
"Ayúdame,"
ustedes.
which in Spanish translates to "help me." The fact that a voice screaming "help me" could be heard is undeniable, as you can see the young altar boys looking around nervously as the screaming begins. But what was the source? Was there an altar boy possibly being held captive by this priest within the confines of this church screaming for help, or was this something paranormal? It remains to be a mystery, but either way, whichever you believe to be true, both are downright horrifying in their own regard.
Oh, ito talaga.
In this
ito
clip, a
talaga.
pair of friends investigate a haunted church at night.
Ito talaga.
After getting split up due to the church grounds being so large in size, one man enters the building where the pews are located in search of his friend.
Hello?
As he is scanning the room with his flashlight, he sees this. A pale, ghostly woman staring back at him sitting in one of the rows. At first, he freezes almost as if he doesn't know what he is looking at. And then all terror begins to ensue.
Nakatingin sa kanya eh.
His reaction was one of pure fear. The man begins to scream and quickly backs out of the church. What he saw was enough to send him on his way to the car, leaving his friend behind. At first, one might think this was a mannequin or a prop sitting up in the church. But if we watch it back in slow motion, you can see the head slowly turning towards him, proving that whatever this was not some random object. So did he capture a real ghost on camera? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments.
So,
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please hit that
Deep TV nga pala. May YouTube channel. So, panoorin nyo. Tsaka, marami tayong i-upload ng mga reaction video patungkol sa mga horror. Maraming salamat.